Alright, what up YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video, as you can tell by the title. Yeah, back to more of this police chase. This is part 2, so I'm not gonna say too much. Let's just get into it. Let's see what's up, man.
A lot of criminals think that if they've got a fast car, they can afford to get into a police chase. And to be fair, suspects like this guy in a Mustang have the horsepower to outrun police vehicles. It's just that sometimes speed isn't everything. Fast cars.
Mustang doing a dash.
If you're going to get into a situation like this, you must get your car topped up. Sadly, this suspect didn't quite get the memo, as his Mustang started slowing down right in the middle of the freeway.
Imagine running from the police and running out of gas.
Getting out and pushing his car off the freeway. But here's the kicker. He starts asking other people for help with his car, and someone in a high-vis jacket obliges, pushing the car with him.
I'm confused. Is the police after him or not?
Going anywhere though.
He got time to push his car.
He tries to push his car. The police know exactly where he is. Within seconds, a police vehicle turns up for the arrest, making him abandon his car and run for his life. Now this one's straight out of Russia, from the early days of the pandemic lockdown. The National Guard is out to enforce the curfew and make people self-isolate. But this guy outside his house isn't having any of it.
Bro, the pandemic was a crazy time, man. It was a crazy time. I'm glad like it wasn't like no martial law or anything like that where, you know, you had really the military forcing us to do anything. Like they didn't force us back in the house. Like this right here looked like they forcing people back in the house. All he doing is just outside, just chilling. Like, but if you know, you know, during that time you weren't supposed to be outside unless like you had to go to work or it was like an emergency. But you know, even the hospitals weren't even taking people. And 2020 was a crazy time, man. We can overcome anything, by the way, just to let y'all know. If y'all think that times is rough, just think how it was. 2020, man, we would never think that would happen or even come close to happening, and we survived it, dog. We survived it.
The situation escalates within seconds, with the guy making a run for it to avoid the National Guard. He's incredibly athletic as he makes his way through the block while dodging the guards.
Oh.
And of course, his neighbors are loving the show.
Man, he taking him for a chase, dog.
Once he's
what they gonna do? Arrest him for being outside?
Them who their boss is. The guy decides to return to his home, and with some help from other people, he gets inside without being caught.
W lady.
He's probably a hero in that neighborhood now.
Look, they won't go in there.
Chases often end up with the suspect crashing the car somewhere. However, this guy seemed to know what he was doing, as he not only approached speeds of over 140 miles per hour, 225 kilometers per hour, but he also weaved through traffic like it was child's play.
And Donahue and KCK, about 1 o'clock, quickly realized this white Mercedes had been stolen out of Johnson County about a month ago. The driver, thought to be in his 50s, dangerous.
He was pulled over for speeding before the police realized he was in a stolen car, triggering this chase. However, that was just the tip of the iceberg, as the reckless suspect also dropped off a woman in the middle of the road before eventually abandoning his car.
Weaves through traffic, ignoring all stoplights.
Who is that random woman? Who is that?
87th and Lenexa Drive to release a female from the passenger side door. Chopper 5 got a good shot.
Interestingly, he tried to steal another car parked nearby. However, even though the car was unlocked, the suspect couldn't get it to start. So he decided to run inside the warehouse building instead.
Auto Interiors near 87th and Santa Fe.
Start locking y'all doors,
To
man.
get into a bright blue unlocked car, but was unsuccessful in starting it, so...
Now, at this point, the police thought they had their man cornered because surely he couldn't escape from the warehouse, right? This guy did outsmart everyone as he stole another car to escape the cops.
Ducked instead inside the business as several workers came out to alert police. Somehow, he successfully got away, stealing a white Toyota Venza.
Speaking of elusive suspects, this guy has mastered the art of avoiding the police. He slows himself down during the chase, letting police vehicles get in formation around him before weaving his way through them.
Inglewood streets here. This is holiday light traffic on a pretty mellow week here. And look at this. Oh, look at this. I have never seen.
What's even more fascinating is that he manages to pull off the same move for the second time, letting the police catch up to him before weaving his way through traffic. He enjoys toying with cop cars.
Bro, I'm convinced some people just enjoy the thrill of like police chase. Some people just enjoy it, like it's they high. They get like a natural body high and the adrenaline get to them, and this is what they like. And I mean, I can't blame them, because if that's what you like, that's what you like. But anytime you slowing down just to get the police to catch up and then you take off again, you playing with them. You playing with them, dog. And that make them even more mad when you playing with them.
To say they probably, at this point, maybe put the idea of a pit maneuver on hold. Look at this, another attempt to come up in front of him here.
Better yet, after pulling these stunts and making fools out of the police patrol vehicles, the guy just continues to drive like nothing's happened, pulling a Coke bottle out of his glove box and waving it around his car.
For you, we very rarely see them box these vehicles in. It's something that's much more common in other jurisdictions around the country. But look at that.
This is your average traffic stop, as the police officer noticed the car's expired tags. But there's a lot more going on here than you'd think, because the suspect is under the influence of some drug as well. He's visibly nervous during questioning and fails to produce any identification. But here's the kicker. As soon as the officer returns to his vehicle to check his fingerprints, the suspect decides to run for it and flee.
Bro, he ran to the car so slow.
It's an intense chase as the officer tries to catch
Like
up
the
with
police
suspect.
already in his car.
But
That's
even
the
though he was
dumbest.
acting shifty early,
That's the dumbest plan ever. Just because the police walk back to the car, that don't mean you get in your car and leave. Dummy, you're supposed to wait till the police out of the car. Like, he's in the car. Now all he gotta do is just follow you. Like, put the car in and drive and go. That was dumb. That's dumb.
the suspect seems to have full control over his car, making a quick turn to merge onto the exit ramp at incredibly high speeds.
Driving crazy.
Sure, the police officer follows him through that one turn, but there's no stopping this guy. He's extremely quick, and even a slight contact could be devastating. So, when he does another quick turn off the road, the officer has no choice but to give up.
To give up? He just stopped chasing him?
This car has 3 home invasion suspects inside, and they've been leading the police on this wild goose chase.
Hey man, hold on. So you may tell me that you can be in a chase, and then all of a sudden when you get tired and you feel like it's too much danger or whatever the case may be, you feel like you don't want to do it no more, you telling me you can just give up? If that's the case, then everybody should just do the dash. Whenever they in trouble, just run, because eventually the police gonna get tired and give up. I'm assuming that's the way they're making it sound.
For questioning. But that's not the only reason they want to get away from the cops.
Precinct 1 says the driver of this old Buick kept going when a deputy tried to...
The chase is long, but the officer isn't having trouble keeping up with the car. The deputy makes them run into a dead end. But here's the thing. The three suspects abandon their car immediately and make a run for it.
Blared as the chase weaved through a Northeast Houston neighborhood, but a dead end brought an end to the brief pursuit, and dashcam video shows the driver and two other men.
As for the reason why they
don't run the same way,
well,
that's a rookie mistake.
Weapons and drugs, and they would have been in
they
a
have
whole lot
pipes
of trouble
in
if they
there.
were caught with that stuff.
Behind, take a look at the cache of weapons recovered from the car, including a shotgun, handguns, and rifles, one with a bump stock making it fully automatic.
They get the last laugh as they vanish into the woods and escape. This pursuit looks like a scene straight out of an action movie as the police vehicle gets to within inches of the suspect's car. But things are about to get crazier as the suspect reaches speeds of over 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour, to get away.
He's turning around in the road. 1037.
The reckless driver weaves through the interstate traffic, almost causing massive crashes, and he's willing to go to any length to get out of this situation. However, speed alone isn't enough for him to escape here.
I ain't gonna lie, he floating though. He pushing that thing.
As an audacious maneuver, the suspect makes a quick U-turn and slides into the oncoming lane before speeding off into the distance. And to be fair, that does mean the police vehicle can't follow him anymore.
Oh.
He's going the wrong way. Going the wrong way.
The deputy has just pulled over.
See, bro, I feel like they leaving out so many details, man. They leaving out so many details because on these chases like this on the highway, I know a chopper is behind them, and well, I know that's how it be in LA. I don't know about wherever they was just at, but if it's a high-speed chase, most of the time it's gonna be a chopper on your tail. Like, just because he started going the wrong way, does that mean the pursuit over? No, that means you got to figure out another way to pursue. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're getting shorter with these videos right now because that ain't it. If this is the blueprint, just go the opposite way of the police and they can't chase you, then everybody gonna do it. Everybody can do it and get away with it because according to this, if this showing us the blueprint to getting away, then let's do it. I mean, I ain't gonna be the first one to test it out. One of y'all can.
If it does comply. But things aren't as simple as they seem, because as soon as the officer tries to approach the driver, he accelerates away, triggering a pursuit.
Stupid. Thought I was gonna stop. Roll down my window. Nope.
The chase continues for a while, with the suspect weaving through traffic and switching routes. All this reckless driving takes a toll on his car, though, as he's now got a broken bumper and a punctured tire.
It's a dangerous situation.
But if a blown-out tire wasn't bad enough, the suspect fully lost it at one point during the chase too. And yet, he continues driving like nothing's happened. It's an incredible sight.
Whole tire
and
off.
the officer can't believe what he's witnessing. However, despite all the damage to his car, the suspect does manage to cross the state line with 3 wheels, making the officer abandon his pursuit.
That's out of his jurisdiction. He cannot go past his jurisdiction. If that's a state trooper or a state trooper, it's over with. Like, you know that right now.
The Challenger bears the tag
You
of
will
another
be
car,
caught.
prompting the police officer to attempt a traffic stop. However, the driver doesn't have any of it as he accelerates and initiates another hot pursuit. The suspect is extremely quick, and keeping up with him is going to be very hard for the officer. In fact, at one point, the Challenger hit 161 miles per hour.
161 is nuts. 161, oh, that's so dangerous, dog. One slip up and it's over with.
Kilometers per hour, which is lightning fast, especially through traffic. Incredibly, the officer keeps up with the suspect for as long as he does, but that's to be expected on a freeway. However, once the Challenger exits into town, It's basically game over for the police vehicle, and before you know it, the suspect has escaped.
I think some of these police need better training when it comes to driving. If you can't keep up, you keep getting lost, like, man, we gotta take your badge, buddy. Like, what do I need you for? If you can't make an arrest, if you can't capture this criminal, give me your badge, buddy. You letting everybody outrun you. Low-key, police should definitely have Hemis. They be out here in these little weak, slow cars, like the Explorers, and I mean, the old school Crown Vics used to be fast, but they ain't in them no more. You feel me? They in these little slow cars, and you are not gonna keep up with today's cars. If somebody in a Tesla, they gone. If they in a Challenger, Charger, anything like that with a Hemi, Trackhawk, Scat Pack, all of that, you might as well kiss the baby, because you're not gonna catch them. Like, it's over with. Y'all ain't built for that. So I think the police need to do a better job of equipping their officers with the proper materials to catch these criminals. I don't even know why I'm calling them criminals. Some of them probably not well, yeah, they all criminals, but you get what I'm saying. Either way, like, the police, they not fully equipped. They not ready to go the distance with a Scat Pack. They not. Their engines ain't big enough, and that put them at a disadvantage. It put them at a disadvantage. So my advice to everybody out there is to go get you a Hellcat. Rob a bank. See how far you get, bro. Just go 160. Go 160. And just know, if it's a regular police, cross the state lines. Cross state lines. They're not gonna chase you. They have their jurisdiction. I'm not promoting it. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is the blueprint. This is what they showing us. They showing us, and all we gotta do is we're studying. That's all this is. It's just studying. So I think that's gonna be enough for this video. This is dope. I like these. I like these videos, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna do another one here soon. So stay tuned, man. Till the next video.